Hello and welcome to A Northern Perspective. My name is Adam French, and I guess the next half an hour will leave you thinking, what the fuck have I just listened to? Or how do I get the last half an hour of my life back? But basically, I'll just be chatting music and other things for however many minutes with guests each episode. I guess there's not really much more to say than that. I hope you enjoy it.
Get away from the wall! What are you doing?
Calm down, Paul. Calm down.
I'm not. Let's go get a cup of tea.
Could you just get your mum to stay away from the wall just for the time being?
How
And
much you
then
got to stay away from? She got water and plants.
could she maybe do it with a hose from a distance?
She's got a watering can.
Calm down, Paul. Calm down.
I'm not. I'm fucking sad.
So we're once again sat in my humble abode, and I'm joined by Mr. Pete Ristrick of Stereo Honey.
Hi.
Hi!
Hi mate, how's it going?
Good.
Thanks for having me.
It's good. I'm here to pretty much help you through a hangover.
I'm feeling a bit beat
That's
today.
my role for this. Is it afternoon yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
3. Like, you've not got much hope if you're feeling this bad by 3 o'clock.
I've been hanging pretty bad all day.
I feel like I have an idea. Let's get the kettle on, have a big fat brew, and then get to the chatting.
Yes, let's do it.
All right. Nice. So you are a Yorkshireman.
Well, kind of.
Ish.
Kind of?
Ish?
I don't know whether I'm allowed.
You're not
call
allowed to be a
myself-
Yorkshireman?
No, I don't know whether I'm allowed to call myself one.
Okay.
I was born in Manchester.
Yeah, that's not Yorkshire, is it? Yeah, but you lived in...
I lived in Leeds for a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I basically grew up in Leeds.
Yeah.
But I was born in Manchester.
Right.
In Salford.
Yeah, nice.
And I support Manchester United. So...
Yeah, Yorkshire isn't going to be too happy about any of that.
Mate, like school, right? I used to wear my Man U kit to school, and it just really wound people up.
I'm not surprised.
Really, Leeds people do not like Manchester United.
Yeah, I can't say that I'm too shocked by that.
It's a big rivalry.
It is a big rivalry.
I quite like Leeds United.
And winding people up.
No, no, that's not me. I'm not a wind-up merchant.
No.
I went to some of the games when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I've got this really confusing, fairly non-tribal fandom where I'd quite like Leeds to get promoted,
Right.
and get into the Premiership, because they should be there.
Okay.
But then my team are Man U.
You sound a little bit like my brother. My brother went through a phase of, like, when we were kids, sort of hopping team to team as and when his got relegated.
That's appalling. No, I'm definitely not like
so
that.
He started out as a Man United fan. Ironically, you'd probably get on.
Everybody started out as a Man United
I did as
fan.
well.
Yeah.
I lost my love for football when I sort of discovered that I was shit at it. when I sort of gradually came to terms with the fact I wasn't an athlete, I sort of gravitated towards guitars and making noise.
Yeah.
But he went from, like, I think he ended up supporting Portsmouth, but from the journey from Man United to Portsmouth was like
It's quite a
Tottenham, Leeds for a bit, I think.
Wait,
and
what?
then, like, a really, I think it was like Sunderland or something like that, but just completely non-related. He has no relatives in those areas.
Well, hang on a second.
Okay,
I
go on.
didn't say I support Leeds. I said I quite like Leeds.
There's a special place in your heart for Leeds.
Yeah, because I lived there for a long time before I moved to London.
Was that you did uni at Leeds?
Yeah, no. Moved down to London for uni.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like did college and high school and
Nice.
primary school in Leeds. Yeah, love Leeds. Leeds is great.
Leeds is the one. Loads of our friends went to uni in Leeds, and it became like a little sort of weekend away destination.
Yeah,
to
it's
be honest,
just so growing up in Leeds was so funny.
Yeah.
And unusual.
Yeah.
Like where I grew up.
it's definitely unusual.
In Headingley.
Yeah, he
Is where
lived
all,
in Headingley
where
as
all
well.
the students lived.
Yeah, so you've met Jake as well. So Jake's my
Yeah,
bassist
yeah,
and
yeah,
does
yeah,
loads
yeah.
of photography and
Yeah.
stuff. So Jake went to uni in Leeds, had a massive house, and it was the messiest place on earth. It was next level ridiculous. If you went there, and you'd pretty much forget why you went and, like, how you'd gotten there.
Oh, Leeds is a proper vibe, but it's like it's a student town.
Yeah.
You know, like growing up there was a bit weird in Headingley. I mean, because I was just surrounded by southern accents all the time.
Right.
I think that's why my accent's a little bit like
Nondescript.
zoinked.
That's good though. I like a nondescript accent.
Well, it's funny
Keeps people guessing.
Yeah, a soft lilting tone.
It's delightful. It is to the ear. Absolutely delightful.
An absolute delight. But like,
that's the real Yorkshireman.
yeah.
Isn't it?
Well, no, the first time I ever felt northern, like in school,
Yeah.
my nickname was Posh Pete. I'm not even kidding, because I say things like all right, like
What, as in
it sounds a little
slightly
bit
southern?
Does that
I mean,
sound-
it's not Joey Essex, but it's
that's not right.
yeah, exactly.
But it's basically like, let me give you like,
Break it down.
I'll break it down for you.
Down.
I only started to feel like a northerner when I moved to London,
Right.
because people were like, oh my god, you're so rough. You speak so rough.
So it went from Posh Pete to Pauper Pete.
Yeah.
What? And everyone's
kind
like,
of.
who's this?
But I quite
like, come on, lad.
I kind of like, embraced it.
Yeah, mate.
Like,
I haven't lost a single bit of my northern accent. I absolutely love the
for
fact
you.
that I am northern. Hence the title of this podcast, which is a northern
Yeah.
perspective.
yeah. No,
Plug.
Am I your first northern guest?
Yeah, you would be, because Reese definitely isn't,
Definitely
and Billy's Northampton actually.
That's not north enough.
No, it's not, and it's.
Where does the north start?
I would say, the north starts.
Don't
above-
say Watford Junction.
No, I think above Birmingham.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'd say Birmingham. I say like Birmingham and Stafford really are the Midlands, aren't they?
It's Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Nottingham's the
Is that
Midlands.
the one?
Nottingham, for me, that's the cut-off point.
Okay.
Once you get past Nottingham,
We're up north, baby.
you're in the north.
Yeah, that's
But then
good.
if you think about it, right, logistically, geographically, right, Leeds is supposedly in the north. But if you take the whole of the UK, right, then Scotland's the real north.
It's very
mate.
north.
Yeah.
Scotland's beyond north. We can only dream to be what they are.
It's where the wildlings are.
It really is.
What's the most you ever paid for a pint here?
Oh mate, we'll get onto that. Oh my god! Like, I think like $8.50 or something like
That's
that.
atrocious.
Nearly fell over.
That's
like,
atrocious.
Nearly fell over. I feel like it's the worst pet hate of all from being down here.
Yeah.
Is beer prices.
And it's the best thing about going back up north.
Yeah.
It's like you walk into a pub and you give them a tenner and you get change.
Absolutely, man. Wait, mate, I feel as though I might change the name of this podcast to like
Beer.
cast, or just something about comparing prices of pints in London to Congleton. 'Cause
What's
it's
the
like,
cheapest pint you've ever got in the north?
That's a solid question. Let's say, I think like £2.20.
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
That's really, really good.
That's reasonable.
So there's a place in Leeds called the Dry Dock,
Right.
and it's just a massive barge,
Right.
just sitting in between these two roads.
Barge as
like on
in-
dry land.
Oh, on dry land,
Yeah,
right?
on dry
Okay, that's
land.
novel.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Pound a pint, mate.
Pound.
Pound.
Mate, we're going.
Oh, it's so.
Do you want to go now?
Oh,
Should we sack this off?
3 hours on the train.
It'd be worth it. Actually, once we got there, the night
Oh.
out would be cheaper based on the fact we'd had to invest in the train ticket anyway.
Newcastle.
God,
Is it
Newcastle's-
a triple?
I love Newcastle, but the last time I was there, we played a festival called Hit the North Festival. Have you done it?
Yeah, it's great.
So we ended up there and basically like played the gig and stuff. It was all great. Got to the evening and we were like, we had a day off the next day, so we were like, we'll let our hair down a bit and get shit faced and have a good time.
Nice.
But basically, we got into this bar. It was like a real ale pub sort of thing, but it was nice. It looked great. It was really really decent atmosphere and stuff. We got in there and we were joined by like this group next to us, and it was quite funny actually. Like, this guy was just giving us a load of shit about who the best songwriter was of all time.
Okay.
And we were just like, we're not really interested in chatting. You're obviously a bit of a dick.
Who's his?
No idea who
who's
he
the-
was. I can't even remember. I think he said the main guy at Hot Chip. He said that's the best songwriter of all time.
No, it's Leonard Cohen, mate.
With all due respect, it isn't him, in my opinion. But yeah, Leonard Cohen. I think we
Yeah.
said like I said probably Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
To be
that's
quite
a
honest,
good shout.
because
Good shout.
he's pretty fucking excellent.
Yeah. Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis. And I mean,
Beatles.
there are. I hate to say, no offense to any of the Hot Chip fans out there, but no fucking chance. But basically, this sort of argument semi-bubbled for half an hour.
Wait, hang on. What was this whole like? What was his reasoning?
I don't know. He was just shouting. He was pissed, and it was just like he was gagging for a fight. Basically, he wanted to be disagreed with.
Wait, so hang on. You're telling me a bloke walked over to you in a pub
He didn't walk over. He was sat. He sort of shimmied
Sat.
on his arse, and then he ended up really close to us.
and basically gave you some like bubble about like
Bubble.
How Hot Chip the best?
Hot Chip are the best band in the
Best
world.
band on the planet.
No, but not just that.
Knowing
The best
full well-
songwriters of all time.
Knowing full well that you would disagree,
Well,
so that
yeah,
he could,
do I
so
look
he
like
could,
I'm a
so he could
fucking-
smack you.
Yeah, right. No, exactly. Kind of. It was more Jake. It was more Jake that he was arguing with.
Jokes.
But we were just like, what are you doing? We're just trying to have a fuck. Just piss off, man. And basically a group of like big, hard-looking skinhead Geordies pulled up next to them, and he decided sort of that he wasn't getting anywhere with winding us up heavily
Right.
enough to get into a fight with us, and moved his attention onto the group next to us, onto the burly lads that looked like they fancied a bit of a fucking knees up. And basically,
This ended in tears.
all of a sudden, like he gets up, the bald guy just grabs him by the throat, and one of them pushes one of the big bald lads off his chair, and this thing just erupts like a spaghetti western. There's
my
a table
God.
flying in the air, pints are being chucked everywhere. We're being like just absorbed by this brawl, and it was just absolutely ridiculous.
Newcastle is so
It was
lively.
intense. It was so funny though. So Jake basically got up on the chair on top of a stool, and this whole thing is kicking off like something out of Green Street or something. And Jake just goes, "Stop! There's a girl!" And the whole place just went dead silent because everyone's obviously looking at this thing.
Right.
Music stopped. Stop, there's a girl. Everyone freeze frames, so there's fists behind heads, people in headlocks. It's literally like you've taken a photo of the thing. And Shannon, who's my keys player, just sort of crawls out of this mess, and then they just get back to it. And it was like pressing play again.
Sounds like a stage.
It was ridiculous.
scene.
But it was an interesting experience of our first gig
What
in
would have been
Newcastle.
better? What would have been better? Like, is if Jake had stood up and said, "Stop! There's a girl," but actually Shannon's in the corner giving chinning
What,
some
and
guy in the
battering
feet.
some-
Yeah, she's
getting a
just
head
joined
start
in.
on giving it a knee.
It's like, it's all right, mate. I'm busy. Like,
Have you done Newcastle?
we played Newcastle a couple of times.
Yeah.
And always had just a proper knees up.
Yeah.
It's such a great
It
city.
is a cool town.
Absolutely love it. I
very-
think it's really beautiful as
Yeah,
well.
it is cool.
When you come in on the train, like it properly takes your breath away. Like looking, the way that like the river cuts through the
Yeah,
city.
from the
and
outside
all
into the
just kind of,
centre.
like, and all the bridges, man. It's like it's quite a romantic place.
Yeah, it's cool. It
I'm
is
sure
cool.
I sound a bit washy saying that. 'Cause I'm sure.
Yorkshire's going to be pissed off,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
But
No, Leeds is all right.
It's-
It's okay.
well, they're all nice, aren't they? But yeah, Newcastle's a cool music town as well. I think there's quite a nice
It's a good scene.
music scene there. Yeah, it's
man.
good as
Yeah.
far as a lot
Some
of
good-
cities and towns.
Some
are
good
concerned.
people coming out of Newcastle.
Very true.
Absolutely.
Very true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess a bit about Stereo Honey. Like, when did you guys get together? Was that after you being at uni?
Yeah. I mean, I'd always been involved in music. I grew up in church.
Oh, you did say.
Yes.
You did say.
So I grew up in one of those like sort of kind of weird neo-charismatic churches.
Right.
Happy clappy.
As you do, as
sort
you
of
do.
like lively kind of. And I was like I learnt to play the drums and I was singing and like learnt to play guitar. So music was always part of my life. And I decided I wanted to be a musician. Like, I was probably quite young. I was probably like 11 or 12, and I was
Yeah.
just like, right, this is it. And I wanted to be a drummer.
Yeah, you were a
all I
session
wanted to-
drummer
yeah,
before
yeah,
you
yeah.
were Pete the singer, I guess.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird. I did a Dave Grohl.
As you do.
Yeah.
It's a nice progression though to have to have proper knowledge of more than one instrument is really helpful for any musician.
For sure. Yeah. So I when I moved to London, I was sessioning, playing in different bands, like doing different recording stuff. I was doing lots of studio work.
Yeah.
And the way that the band set up is, I met Nicky and Ben through another band that I was playing in.
Yeah.
And they were both so good.
Yeah. So Nicky's guitar and Ben's bass.
Ben's bass.
Ben's bass.
They were both just unreal. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, these lads can play. It
Absolutely.
was like proper like epiphany moment. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these guys are sick.
A solid respect.
Yeah, yeah. And then it was a little while before we sort of. I think I called Nick up and I was like, "Do you want to start a band?"
Hey man.
Hey man. And he was just like, "I've been thinking about this," and like
My
it was
entire life.
It was his birthday.
Yeah.
So me and Ben went and met up with Nick on his birthday.
So we've got a present for you, mate.
Got a present. It's a little band.
It's your lucky day.
Set up the band, and I was the drummer.
I remember this story as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were basically auditioning singers
Yeah.
for Stereo Honey
Yeah.
until it became, I guess, that moment of realization of like, for fuck's sake, I'll do it myself.
No, it wasn't. It was definitely. We must have auditioned about 20 people, and
I mean, that's a lot.
it was a lot.
That is quite a
like
lot.
I was just getting besides myself. Just like, oh, this person's not right. This isn't right.
Yeah.
And the thing is, all the while I was writing loads of lyrics and we were coming up with loads of songs, and I was kind of like, I'll just lay the vocals down on this one as a guide.
Leave it as a
you
demo
know?
or whatever.
Yeah, and then like, a friend of ours, Faye, was like, she came to play with us, and she was like, yeah, he's not your drummer. You shouldn't be looking for a singer. You should be looking for
A drummer.
a drummer, because that kid can
And then the penny dropped.
that kid can sing. And I was like, what are you talking about? I've got like this
can't do it. I can't do it.
squealy, like high-pitched whine.
But then that became the sound of Stereo Honey, didn't it? So
I think I'm like the
everything
the-
for a reason.
I have like such low confidence sometimes when it comes to my voice.
I think everyone does, though. I don't think that's...
I think that is universal
Yeah.
amongst singers.
Yeah.
No one likes the sound of their own voice.
Well,
It's
you're
kinda
always
like-
your own biggest critic, aren't you? It's always...
Yeah, it's like people hate hearing their speaking voice.
Yeah. Oh,
getting
well,
played
wait until
back.
you hear this,
Wait
mate. It's
until
half
you
an
hear this,
hour
and
for
I'm
it.
like, oh god, sound like a moron. But yeah, so like it's the same thing. Like I'm just sometimes I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think I'm ever like completely comfortable when I hear my voice.
I'm the same, though,
Yeah.
to be fair. Like, I think that's pretty normal.
Right, I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. Sweat can be wiped
Yeah.
from one's brow.
So it took a lot of encouragement.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I very much was in the mindset of I wanted to drum for the band. And the lads were just like, you need to do it.
Yeah.
You know, like, because your voice is weird. And they were like, maybe that's good. You know? And I was just
Was it like, thanks, I think?
Yeah.
So do you...
No, they didn't just say that. Your voice is weird.
Voice is weird. Right, we're going to the pub now.
Yeah, your voice is really weird. Do you wanna sing in our band?
Chew on that for a bit. We'll see you in
Yeah.
an hour.
Thank you. Yeah. Jake was a friend of ours.
Jake's the current
Jake's
drummer, yeah.
The drummer. The only drummer.
The only drummer.
He's like...
He is great.
That kid plays and you're just like, God, fucking
Yeah.
hell. Like,
Or
what on earth?
I think the thing for me, the first time I saw you all playing was like, just instrumentally, everybody is so on it. Do you know what I mean? Like all the guitar parts are so
very nice of
complementary
you.
of each other.
Thanks, man.
Bass lines are all great, and the drummer is obviously excellent.
He's a jazz boy. So
Yeah,
he's
but
he's
there's
so
just-
tight.
Yeah,
and
there
like,
is, and there's such musical knowledge
Yeah.
there, like proper. Everyone knows what
I am
needs to be where.
definitely without a shadow of a doubt, the worst musician in the band.
That is the spirit. That is the spirit.
Well, you know, I'm just being honest. Like those, but Jen, like those guys are sick.
Yeah.
They are so good at what they
Yeah,
do.
but it comes across and it's really apparent when you
Yeah.
watch it. It's cool, man. We first met at what was it called again? Bushstock.
Yes.
Bushstock. So like you played just after we played actually. So we came off in the next band that was Stereo Honey.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard your music before that, and I just
I
watched it.
hadn't
And I was
heard
like,
yours.
yeah, it was like I think we both discovered one another.
It
at
was
that
really
very moment.
nice. I
It
was like,
cool.
who's that? Well, actually, so I was with a couple of mates, and we were listening to you playing, and I think you were on your last song of the set.
Yeah, it was Weightless. Yeah.
And it was you playing Weightless. And it's this beautiful, like lilting, like it's a gorgeous song.
Thanks, man.
And it was quite. The crowd were quite like.
It was the back. Do
loudish.
you know how I'd describe it? It was the back group. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was almost like a stag do at the back of the gig.
Just a bunch of
And
blokes.
it was like
getting
everyone. So
absolutely
everyone that was there
rasped.
for the gig was so like on it and in the moment.
Yeah.
There's just one group at the back, and I can't stand that. Like,
So that my first experience of seeing you was you stopping the song a minute in and be like, "Sorry, do you mind piping down at the back there? I'm trying to play my fucking song."
yeah, I think I actually said shut the fuck up.
You did. You did. And I remember turning to my mate and I was like, he's northern.
So I guess coming back to festivals that we've done together, we did. So it was Bushstock we met, and then we ended
Yep.
up doing Barn on the Farm together as well.
Oh man, that was great as
It
well.
was fun. That was an amazing
what
festival.
a beautiful little place.
It's so
man.
good. I absolutely love that. I'm going to go back this year,
Amazing.
regardless of whether I end up playing it or not. I think it was just cool. Me and Jake just Well, to be honest, we had to sleep in the car for the weekend because our tent was shit.
I do remember you saying that.
It was
What
so
happened
bad.
to your tent?
So, well,
Weren't
we
you boiling
bought,
alive in it?
Well, it not only was it like 30 degrees, which again, like I've pretty much said this every podcast, but I'm not built for that. Let's be honest.
You're not built for 30 degrees?
I'm not built for anything over like
pasty
10,
northern boy.
15, exactly. Yeah, I can't do it. But basically, we got Jake. Jake was like, I'll just pick us a tent up because we had like we almost had a band teepee that we'd take to all the festivals that we did last year. But it was just me and Jake doing it because I played it solo, and he bought this tent on the way to the festival, and the only way I can describe it was like a large rucksack. So he basically on the way to the festival picked up this airbed as well. So it was an airbed and this tiny little
Argos
shit
special.
tent. It was, I don't know where he found it. He probably borrowed it from some. Yeah. But basically, like the airbed didn't fit inside the tent, so the airbed was too big for the tent. So that was hanging out as soon as we put it up. Obviously, it being hot as hell as well. It was just sweaty and disgusting. So the first night he got absolutely bladdered and sort of went and passed out in the tent, and I just left him a little note saying, "Sorry mate, I've gone to sleep in the car, don't panic," because he had no battery on his phone as well, so he would have had to come back to the car to charge it. I just said, "Just come back in the morning," and he just got back in the morning. I was just like,
Oh, mate, I've slept in a car maybe two or three times.
for
and-
festivals.
No, not for festivals.
Just in life.
just in
Just because I
life.
fancied a change.
Yeah, you know, like, I just fancy sleeping in a car, try it out. And each time has been, like, worse than the last.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as, like, having a nice kip in a car.
No, I suppose it's to be expected, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. That's pretty rock and roll, I'd say. Like, going to a festival and sleeping in a car.
Brutal.
I would have it no other way, though. Like, the idea is, you know, you're supposed to slum it a little bit. Like, you're supposed to sort of, you know, drink too much, wake up in a field.
In a car or a Fiat.
Lose
Yeah.
half your belongings. Like, buy a poncho.
Who doesn't love a poncho?
Good old poncho.
I have a non-poncho related gift for you.
Mm.
So this is a very northern delicacy, as far as I'm concerned.
Excellent.
So these are oat cakes. So this is
Okay.
basically the staple of any sort of Stoke-on-Trent and the surrounding area.
I'm sorry.
upbringing.
What is an oat cake?
So it's like
They look like pancakes.
yeah, they look like pancakes, but it's basically you fill that with any sort of breakfast.
Am I betraying like
Stuff.
my northernness right now? by-
No,
by
I
not
think it's
knowing
all
what an
right.
oat
I think it's
cake
all right
is?
because weirdly they're so specific to that region. So like they're so Staffordshire only.
What's the vibe? What do you do?
So basically, fill it with cheese, like a shit ton of cheese if it's me,
Right.
or you know, bacon, sausages,
Right.
eggs. It's like a breakfast wrap, if you like.
Okay. Yeah,
so
alright,
you just
making more
fill
sense.
that
Yeah.
with a shitload of everything, and then wonder why you've put on 6 stone or 3 years. But basically, yeah. So there's the
Well,
oat
thanks
cakes.
very much, man.
No, you're more
I
than
shall.
welcome.
I shall become a Staffordshire northerner.
A connoisseur of the oat cake.
Yeah, man. I might become a convert.
Well, I hope so. I've never given an oat cake to somebody and had them not enjoy it. So I feel like that's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
It's a good sign.
Right.
And I guess the other thing I wanted to give you, I'm not sure whether you will have heard of this or not, but every episode I try and give somebody a northern phrase.
A northern phrase.
So they can take it away, cherish it, and use it when it's necessary.
I wonder whether I'll know the northern phrase.
So you might do, that's the thing. So the northern phrase is singe,
Singe.
as in
Yeah, mate. I have no idea what that means.
as in the word mate or mucker or whatever. So singe, alright singe.
You say that.
Of course I fucking say it. But like, I would get it tattooed on me if push came to shove.
What? And it's just like, all right.
It's just
all
a
right,
term
fella.
of endearment.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, all right, Singe, how's it going?
Oh my
But
God.
the thing is, it's quite funny because it's quite a Stokey phrase. So with the Stoke accent, it's amazing. So it sounds like this. You
Go
ready?
on, I'm ready.
All right, me old Singe, how's it going?
Oh,
That's how it sounds. And I've never had that accent in my life. I'm
me
quite
old
good at
Singe.
replicating it.
That it reminds me of. This sort of proves how like non-Leeds I am for someone who spent a long time there.
Yeah.
I was in McDonald's,
Obviously.
as you do, about 6 o'clock in the morning.
Killing it.
Before work. I think I was working at Top Man at the time.
Jesus,
I was like,
that's an early morning,
I
Pete.
think I was like 16 or something.
I don't think I've ever seen 6 in the morning.
Went into Mackie D's, and this was like, it wasn't an everyday thing.
No, of
I'd
course.
be about 15 stone.
Yeah, obviously. A little special treat.
But the guy in there, he knew who I was because I came in and, it's fairly empty or whatever. And he used to say, all right, me cock. And every time he said it, I was
Love
just like, You what?
Love that.
Me cock.
Me cock.
What?
Was he talking to you, or was he actually talking to his own cock?
No. He was genuinely like
Okay.
talking to me. He wasn't having a conversation with his
Right.
penis.
So what's
Like,
he? I mean, what's he going to call his penis? Because that's
I have no
maybe
idea.
that's got a different name.
Maybe it's got a different name.
Me cock.
Me cock.
I'm gonna have to take that forward. with me.
Another one I've heard is duck.
Duck's very common in Stoke.
That's quite Nottingham.
Yeah,
People say duck.
Yeah. Duck's
Um,
massive.
Obviously, the standard in Leeds, Manchester, love.
Love. Yeah, love's nice.
But importantly, you say that to both men and women.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Because obviously, like, you know, the whole thing of like calling women love, it's a bit patronising.
Yeah.
But I call blokes love too.
I'd quite like being called love.
I love being
I like
called
that.
love. It's so.
Makes me feel wanted.
So Singe is that kind of like
Singe is
your
that kind
love?
of thing. Yeah, Singe is more like I would say you've got friends. So let's do like on a sort of a graph of importance.
Take me through it.
So on the tier you've got acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say.
Yep.
And then you've got friends and mates. And then you've got sort of your closest level of friend.
Right.
That's who gets the badge of Singe.
Yeah, Singe. So maybe you get like what 3 or 4 Singes in
I
your
think
lifetime.
any more than 3 or 4 Singes in a lifetime, and you're lying to yourself.
Wow.
I guess one little thing to do before we go would be a quick fire of northern cliches. So
Okay.
the way we should set this out is I read out northern cliches to you, and you answer banging or shite.
Banging or shite?
Yeah. Ideal. I would
I'm ready.
say.
I'm ready.
Rich tea.
Banging.
There was a delay there.
Sorry, that's
There was
so
a delay.
hesitated there.
They're good biscuits as well.
They're really bland, but like beautifully bland.
Mate, that's the story of my life.
Yeah.
Oatcakes.
Well, I don't know yet.
You haven't tried them, to be
I've
fair.
not tried them. I can't say.
I'm not sure whether you've done quick fire before, but this
I'm
is
really
this
shit
is,
at
this.
this.
This is like slow fire at best.
Sorry, mate.
Gary Barlow.
Shite.
He is shy. Sorry, Gary. Robbie Williams.
Banging.
Banging. All you can eat buffet.
Banging.
Chippy tea.
Chippy tea. What the fuck is that?
Chippy tea.
What on that?
You've not had a chippy tea,
Dude, what is that?
mate. You from Yorkshire? They've definitely got chippy tea.
What does that mean?
Fish and chips.
For fuck's sake.
See, but mate, come
What?
on. Well,
What do you mean chippy tea?
I mean exactly what I've
that
just
sounds.
said.
Do you know what that make? Do you know what you made that sound like?
What?
Like freaking dipping chips in cups of tea.
No, but they dip it in curry sauce.
Oh yeah.
So that's
Banging.
Banging. We'll go with that. A pint of beer for £3 or less.
Oh, heaven.
Heaven.
Banging.
Double banging. Speaking to strangers on public transport. I already know what you're going to
Get the
say.
fuck out of here.
Phoenix Nights.
Never seen it.
You've not seen Phoenix
No,
Nights?
not seen it.
You need to go and watch Phoenix Nights.
Okay.
Peter Kay, in
Bang.
general.
Wait. Oh,
Phoenix Nights, the show.
the stand-up.
No, Phoenix Nights is his sketch show. So, like, that was pre-Max and Paddy or whatever.
I think I'm just a fake northerner. I was like,
Mate, this is...
chippy tea.
Is the accent of
Peter Kay.
fraud
Yeah,
or
it's
what?
actually a fake northern accent.
So, Peter Kay in general is good.
Yeah, it's banging.
Let's end it on misery. So, Roadworks on the M6.
Awful.
Grim as fuck.
Shite.
Real bad. Pete, thank you so much for coming round.
Thank you so much for having me.
In typical fashion, should we go and get pissed?
Yeah, mate, we've got to sort this hangover out.
Pete. Nice. Bye.
Get away from the wall! What are you doing?
Calm down, Paul, calm down.
Let's go get a cup of tea.
Could you just get your mum to stay away from the wall just for the time being?
How
And
much you
then
got to stay away from the wall? She got water and plants.
could she maybe do it with a hose from a distance?
She's got a watering can.
Calm down, Paul, calm down.
I'm fucking sad.